guys? Okay, so today I am jumping on and kind of just sharing my why and like why I'm here, why I'm on this health and fitness journey with you, or maybe you're just following me in my journey and that's awesome. So a little bit about me. I have 3 kids. They are 9, 3.5, and 1.5. And we live in Southwest Virginia, which is a new thing. About last August, a little over a year, August, September, like a year and 3 months ago, we moved here. I remember that move is, I think, something, it's still pretty new and fresh, but I think it'll be like one of those moments in time in my like timeline of history of things like that moment where everything changed for me, for my husband, for our marriage, for my kids, my family, everything. It was a positive change now, and I know that now, but at the time, it wasn't positive for me. It was great for my family. My husband got a promotion. It was a good move for him, and my kids love it here. Everyone here is so friendly and nice, and it's beautiful here in Southwest Virginia, the mountains, and it's warmer than Michigan, and so, but I couldn't see any of the good things that were happening because of this move because I was so stuck in my own head. I had gained weight. I was like 4 or 5 months postpartum when we finally officially moved and unpacked and got everything settled here in Virginia. And I had been like gaining weight that whole time when I was like trying to lose weight. I was very, very stressed, but I didn't know I was stressed. My stress came out in anxiety and irritability, and it was just, that time when I think about before I joined Beachbody, before I started coaching at least, I think about how lonely I was. I didn't have any friends here, and I just had my kids, and they were little, and they're still little, but it was a lot. And Scott had this new job and this new role, and so he was pretty busy, and he was also really happy. And I remember Trey being really happy, and I remember hating them for being so happy here. Because in my head, I was like, we're going to move back to Michigan. And once it seemed like we weren't going to probably be moving back to Michigan, I continued to get more and more resentful. So I'll share this story and then I'll just kind of wrap it up, I think. So I wasn't able to lose the weight. I was gaining a lot of weight. I was still doing the workouts, the Beachbody workouts, but I wasn't following the nutrition plan. And I remember like rocking Trip as an infant, and feeling like looking at him and feeling like super disconnected from him. And I can remember Sloan being this sweet little 2-year-old and feeling super unable to, like, she would like say and do these cute things and Scott would like be noticing it, and I would just be there, like there watching it. It was almost like an out-of-body experience, the whole thing, because I never felt the joy you should feel when you're watching your kids do these cute things. And I started to really wonder if I should be a mom at all. I started to really think that my kids might be better off if I wasn't around. And I'm like, even as I'm saying it, I know that's crazy because I know, like, who would feed them lunch? Like, who would buy them shoes? Like, Scott doesn't know what size shoes they're in. But at the time, I really felt like I wasn't bringing anything to the table. I was tired. It was always loud. I was overstimulated. I wasn't sleeping. I was eating like crap. And I was doing these workouts and not losing weight. And I would look in the mirror and I wouldn't even recognize who I was anymore. It was like I could sort of see me like behind I didn't feel like me anymore. And I know a lot of that was probably some postpartum stuff. And so it was Christmas time. We went back to Michigan for Christmas, and I thought I'll be so happy because I'll be around all my friends and my mom and everybody. And I was like not happy. So I like felt like I hit this like between like a rock and a hard place. You know, I was this whole time that we had been in Virginia, I was thinking, I'm just not cut out to be a mom. I need to be back around my friends. I need to be with my family. And, you know, once we go back for Christmas, I'll feel better. And I didn't feel better. I felt worse because I was still me. And I still need to make some changes that I was finally kind of like faced with that Christmas. And I remember the whole car ride back from Michigan to Virginia. I was like writing out my New Year's resolutions, and I like have a whole list of them. I still have them, I think, in my planner. But I made this huge plan. And then in January of 2020, I started coaching and never really looked back. Fast forward to today, I'm rocking Trip, who's 1.5 now, and I'm rocking him. All of a sudden, I feel this like twang in my heart, and I'm looking at him, and it's like, what if this is the last time he lets me rock him? Because he's getting to that age where he might not let me rock him anymore. And what if this is my last baby I get to rock? And I started to feel like a little panicky and like, oh my gosh, they're growing up so fast. And then I felt this overwhelming sense of like contentment and joy, because I was like, holy crap, you guys, this is what being like present and connected and in this moment feels like. It feels like my heart's gonna burst out of my chest because I love these kids so much. And this process, this journey on my, it seems so silly that workouts and eating healthier and drinking more water and listening to some personal development and reading a little bit could change my life, but it truly, truly did. I started to do all the things, and little by little by little, I started to feel better. I started to have more moments where I would see Sloan doing something really cute and I could like enjoy it. Because I couldn't always enjoy it. I could see my kids like making each other laugh, you know, like Trey can always make his brother and sister laugh. And now when he does that, I laugh with them. And I couldn't always do that. I didn't do that. I would see it and I'd want to be there and I'd want to laugh, but I just couldn't get there. I wasn't happy. And so it takes a lot of hard work. But it's so worth it. It's really worth it. And it seems really silly from the outside that these groups and this accountability and eating healthier can make a huge difference, but it really can. And you don't have to have this huge like dramatic story like mine where like I wanted to leave my kids and possibly my husband and blah blah blah. You don't have to have a story like that. So my why has changed a little bit over time. It started because I didn't want my kids to like see me so sad. I didn't want my kids to ever know that I thought I wasn't good enough to be their mom. I didn't ever want my daughter or my sons to look in the mirror and think the things I used to think about myself, about themselves. And so I started coaching when I was at my heaviest and taking people on this journey with me. And that's what I've been doing for a while now. And it's filled me up. And I think I help another person, and then I help another person, and then maybe they help another person. And the ripple effect is just huge. And we get to build this community of like positive people who are just helping each other be the best versions of themselves. And it's given me a new purpose, and my kids get to see me do that. And so I'm really glad you listened to this. It's a little bit long, and I appreciate all of you, and can't wait to hear what some of your whys are too.